All right, everybody, how's it going? It is Sunday, August 30th, 2020, and I know it's very early, but we have big news. The Yannick Ngakoue saga has finally ended. So basically, according to Tom Pelissero, I don't know how you'd really say that name, about an hour or so ago, the Vikings and Yannick Ngakoue are finalizing a restructured deal. Wait, hold on. That seems a little early. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. What? Oh, yeah. Then a little bit before that, the Jaguars are trading Yannick Ngakoue to the Vikings for a second-round pick in 2021 and a conditional first-round pick in 2022. And that was, I think, Adam Schefter was the first one on the deal. You can go look at Adam Schefter. So basically, yeah, it's... So the Jaguars and Vikings have agreed to a trade that would send franchise defensive end Yannick Ngakoue to the Vikings for a second and conditional fifth-round pick that could become as high as a third round, depending on how well Ngakoue plays. So, and then, we've seen a little bit further on, the Vikings and Ngakoue are finalizing a restructured contract to complete the deal. The deadline has to do a, hold on. The deadline has passed to do a long-term deal, but the sides will rework his one-year tender to complete the trade from Jacksonville. So it sounds like he's going to have a rework deal. So let's see. Recapping the trade, the Jaguars get a second-round pick in 2021, conditional that could be as high as a third-round pick in 2022. The Vikings got defensive end Yannick Ngakoue. Yeah, I know. Ngakoue will rework his one-year, $17.788 million deal to complete the deal. The fifth round can become a fourth if Ngakoue is a first ballot Pro Bowler or a third first ballot Pro Bowl pick, and the Vikings win the Super Bowl. So if the Vikings win the Super Bowl, they get a third. If not, they get a fourth, and he's a Pro Bowler. Not fifth round. So those are pretty good draft picks for the guy. Let's see. Vikings defensive end Danielle Hunter hasn't practiced in 2 weeks for precautionary reasons, but he isn't expected to miss any times. So it'll be Hunter on one side and Yannick Ngakoue on the other for Minnesota's defensive line in 2020. Basically, the way I'm looking at this is a gigantic win if you're the Minnesota Vikings. You just lost Michael Pierce. You lost Everson Griffin. Your defensive line has taken a couple major hits. And Everson Griffin, again, is a little banged up. He hasn't played in a couple weeks, they said. So if you're the Vikings and you see a player like Yannick Ngakoue just sitting there that you could take, you got to replace Everson Griffin. You can get a younger version, a 25-year-old who's... Or 25. Hold on. Yannick Ngakoue. We'll look up his stats real quick just so we have an idea. Let's see. He is 25 years old. He just turned 25. He's played in... What is this? Let's go look at his Pro Football Reference numbers. So this guy has played in 63 career games, and he has 37.5 sacks. So basically, he went 8 sacks, 12 sacks, 9.5 sacks, and 8 sacks last year. And last year, that's an incredible season for Yannick. So this guy is, again, unreal sack artist, very, very talented, very, very, very worth it if you're the Vikings. If all you have to do is give up like a second-round pick for a Yannick Ngakoue, a guy who's clearly like a next-level player, and you can sign him for like a long-term 5, 6, 7 years. Keep him there, have him there with Danielle Hunter. You have all of a sudden one of the nastiest defensive lines of football. You're adding back in Michael Pierce next year. So that's going to be one hell of a defensive line. And I think even going into this season, having Danielle and having Yannick on either side, that's going to make your line better than it has been the last couple of years, in my opinion. Yeah, I know, it's Everson Griffin versus Yannick. Well, now you got the younger Everson, with Yannick, and an even better version of Mr. Everson. So that's just my take on it. Other people could have a different view. Other people could say that the Vikings gave up way too much to get Yannick. I think they gave up, it's even if you were to draft a defensive end in the second or the fifth round, what are the odds that they turn out to be as good as Yannick Ngakoue? Not very good, in my opinion. So, in my opinion, if you're the Vikings, this is a complete win. Yeah, it was a little bit of a lofty price. You're probably giving up a second and a fourth. But again, are you going to draft somebody as good as Yannick in those rounds? Probably not, especially if your goal is to build the defensive line. This is a great pick. If you're the Jaguars, you finally get rid of the thing that's he wasn't going to play anyway, so you get something out of it. You get a second and maybe a fifth, fourth, or third, depending on how well the Vikings do. So if you're the Jaguars, you just got more picks. So The tanking is going forward. The rebuild has more pieces added to the, for the next year's draft. So if you're a Jaguars fan, yeah, it sucks to use Yannick. He didn't want to play there. The team didn't want him there, it seems like. I know you as fans wanted him there maybe, but now you have more pieces for your eventual rebuild draft coming up. So I think it's a win for everybody involved. Let me know what you think down below. Leave your thoughts and everything. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We do lots of NFL content and everything like that. Yeah. So thank you again for listening. Have a good rest of your day. I'll keep you up to date with more breaking news from around the NFL. That's Yannick to the Vikings for a second and a conditional fifth. Crazy. Have a good day.